So Benavidez comes out and shut down all the news, the fake news people been putting out over the last couple of weeks. Like I told people, everything Benavidez been saying, that's what I've been saying. They were offering Canelo close to $60 million. Canelo did get an offer from Benavidez. Even I think that was before adding the pay-per-view sales. So before they started adding pay-per-views, percentages, and sales and things like that, Canelo was already gonna get the close to $60 million. So I'm letting everybody know that Canelo was gonna get close to $60 million before pay-per-views. So Canelo turned down basically $100 million to fight Benavidez, because the fight was gonna do $100 million with the percentages they were gonna put out. It was gonna do $100 million. So Canelo turned down $100 million to fight Benavidez, $60 million guaranteed pay-per-view sales. The fight would have, but to have $60 million as an option before you even see the pay-per-view sales. And then this is my thing right here, man. Like I told people, and you have guys that been in the boxing industry for years. Bro, these guys don't know nothing about boxing. These guys don't know nothing about boxing. They don't know nothing. Because from what I've seen, these guys, man, they trying to put Benavidez in a spot where, yeah, well, what did Canelo really mean by this? And what did he do? And like, he didn't do anything. He didn't mean anything. This is the option they have to go with. This is what Benavidez has to choose. He can't wait on Canelo all day. He's been telling you guys that. But you have a lot of guys, they'll sit up here and try to make excuses like, for some reason, Benavidez, they try to make it seem like he's a guy that's not worthy of telling the truth or being honest about his situation. That's why it was kind of confusing to me, because when I first seen the news coming from David Benavidez promoter, I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? What is he talking about? Because obviously, David Benavidez promoter was basically saying like, yeah, Canelo, he ain't trying to fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, are they negotiating right now or what's going on? So, you know, everybody's trying to figure out, but as you can see now from things going on, these guys don't really try, they're not really trying to fight nobody as far as at that high level. Benavidez is just too much, man. That's all it is to it. They don't really care about the money or things like that. They just don't want to be in the ring with him. They don't want to be associated with a guy like him. He's too dangerous. They want to stay away from that kind of stuff. They don't want people who think they're better than everybody in boxing right now. They want guys who not think they're better. Well, yeah, they don't want guys who think they're better than everybody. So a lot of people running around right now thinking, oh, yeah, you know, Dave Benavidez, he's doing too much. Man, that's a lot of people thinking like that right now. For some odd reason, when it comes to him, he just can't get a fair shake as far as being the guy who just ran from. With Canelo, it always has to be an excuse. Oh, it's Al Heyman. He wants Munguia. That was the worst news I ever seen in my life. And dudes who reported that, they should be ashamed of themselves. They know Al Heyman ain't finna force no Canelo to do anything. But dudes are so out of touch. They'll sit around here and be like, yeah, man, Al Heyman, he want the fight between Canelo. Them like, man, Al Heyman ain't thinking about no Munguia, man. What are y'all guys even talking about? That man was never thinking about Munguia. For some reason, though, they gonna make it seem like the fight that these guys wanted was Jaime Munguia. It wasn't anybody else. But for me thinking that, I'm just, in my mind, I'm kind of thinking, okay, is that going to be for everybody, or is it just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm confused on that. I don't know if they kind of going away from certain things but right now, that's a lot of money, man, to kind of go towards Canelo with And for guys not, but Benavidez says that all the things that people were talking about with Canelo was a lie. All of it. The stuff they said about the money and him needing this and changing promotional companies because he wasn't getting enough. It was all a lie, and I've been telling guys that for a minute now. But people want to hear certain things. That's just how it goes on the YouTube now. It's a lot of guys on YouTube that want to do certain things. That's just what it is. That's just exactly what it is. Guys want to do certain things. They don't really want to be associated with certain people in certain areas in the boxing game right now. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people actually been putting in work over the years, but to have guys like these come in and they don't really want to do anything, it's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying, just to be real. Just to be real. It is very sad. A lot of these people do not want to move the boxing, sport of boxing forward. Benavidez has to come out and say, yeah, man, it's all a lie. Canelo don't really want this money or that money. It's sad when he has to explain that. I didn't think that David Benavidez would be in a position where he has to fend off fans and certain media guys to explain that Canelo Alvarez doesn't want the money. People talking about he's going to leave $60 million and $100 million on the table so he can go over because Al Heyman want him to fight Munguia on PBC. Is that making any sense? For some reason, Al Heyman don't put together big fights and all this other stuff. Now everybody cool with Al Heyman put together Munguia, and Al Heyman did all this stuff. Now they talking about him put the fights together, but now he gonna put together Munguia and Canelo. He gonna force him. He has to do it. $35 million. Now he offered $35 million for Munguia, but $60 million for Benavidez. I want y'all to get that through y'all heads, man. Because from what I see now, I gotta report this stuff. People don't want to talk about it. People do not want to talk about it. Canelo, the face of boxing. Nobody want to talk about the face of boxing. Don't get on my page telling me that Canelo is the face of boxing. And y'all don't want to have a conversation about what he has going on. We still talking about old Mayweather, who put this clown in the game. He put Canelo in the game, but y'all sit up here and be like, oh yeah, Mayweather. Bro, I'm not going to be lying to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Just say you don't like American fighters. Because Canelo's worse than what a Mayweather does. Canelo's never fought another Canelo. Canelo would never fight a Canelo. Canelo would never fight a Canelo. He's going to leave the state of boxing in shambles. He might destroy Munguia on the way out, so I don't know how that's going to help Mexican boxing. But I hope he does at this point. I'm not going to lie, I hope he does. Because Mexican fans, they're not valuing their young boxers. So let Canelo destroy him. I mean, that's the new way now. So, yeah, let's do that. Because we're not, I don't hold no value in that no more. I'm not protecting no guys no more. Well, not protecting guys, but I'm not giving guys credit for doing something they supposed to. Oh, he had a big fight. He was supposed to have a big fight. That guy was supposed to have a big fight. He had a big fight? That's how low the standards is now? Standards are low now. Guys, all the guys have to do is have a big fight. It has to be a notable name. It's not going to be somebody they already known about. $100 million, $60 million. How PBC don't got no money, but they offering Canelo $60 million? Who are these boxing channels y'all be listening to for these news, man? Do y'all know they messing up the game right now? They're just reporting random news. I see it already. Yeah, Al Heyman turned out to fight. That's crazy. People said that. Benavidez said it ain't about changing no promoters. The Zone can't even pay Canelo $60 million right now. So what are you talking about? Benavidez is like, oh, so Canelo changed. Benavidez had already said it. He called it out a couple of days ago. So Canelo changing the company so he can kind of have some kind of thing going as far as him being able to maneuver and change around, and he gonna turn down $60 million. That's what people don't realize. Like, if this was anybody else, they'll be talking about who turns down $60 million. But in this case, with Canelo, nobody cares that he turned down $60 million. When I say nobody cares, nobody cares. They have no respect for these guys. No respect at all. That's crazy, man. They gonna basically fight in June. And these guys is sitting around here waiting around on a fight between Canelo. That's why Benavidez went along about his business, man. He's not really trying to wait around. But the lies that's being passed around the news right now, it's bad, man. Benavidez said, I ain't got no promoter problems. I don't need to change promoters. I don't need to do anything. The stuff I've been doing right now is what I need to do. The stuff everybody else is not doing is what they don't need to be doing. But he's doing what he needs to. He's fighting the best. Nobody else is. So in this case, the way I go about boxing, if you're not fighting the best, I'm not going to support you. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to support you. That's all it is. If you're not fighting the best, I'm not going to support you. And that's just the way it goes. We getting people passes, though. It's all a lie. Like Benavidez said, it's all a lie. Everything these guys been promoted and talking about is all a lie. Al Heyman. Benavidez ain't finna leave no PBC. That's why when I seen it, I was like, yeah, they would let him go to the Zone, but they're not gonna offer him Canelo more money at the Zone than they did at PBC. They offered $60 to $100 million. Yeah, all right, man. Whatever these guys want to push as far as their narratives, they can push it. But I'm definitely looking at things different now. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.